In the deep silence of space, far away from Earth, an alien command ship was moving slowly between dying stars. Inside the ship, tall alien figures stood around a glowing device. This device was very old, older than their empire itself. It was built to search for weak civilizations, planets that could not defend themselves. For centuries, this device had helped them conquer worlds easily. The aliens believed the universe was simple. Strong species ruled. Weak species obeyed or disappeared. That day, the device finally came alive again. A strange signal appeared on the screen. Blue symbols flashed. Energy levels were low. Technology signatures looked basic. The alien commander smiled, showing sharp teeth. "A weak world," he said calmly. "This will be easy." They did not know that the signal was not weak. They had dialed the wrong number. The device locked onto a small blue planet. Water covered most of its surface. Oxygen-rich air. High radiation noise from old wars and machines. The aliens laughed softly. To them, this planet looked loud, messy, and primitive. They prepared a simple message. No long speech. No explanation. Just fear. The message was sent across space. Submit or be erased. On Earth, it was a normal day. People were working. Cities were loud. Planes flew through the sky. Satellites moved quietly above the planet. In one deep underground research base, a group of human scientists suddenly froze. Their screens lit up with symbols they had never seen before. At first, they thought it was a glitch. Then the signal repeated and repeated. One scientist whispered, This is not human." The room went silent. Alarms did not sound. No explosions happened. Just a signal. A message from something not of Earth. Within minutes, the message was sent to world leaders, military commanders, scientists, everyone important. The message was short, cold, clear. Submit or be erased. Fear spread fast, but not panic. Humans had heard threats before. In a secure room, leaders from different nations appeared on screens. Some were angry, some were scared, some were quiet, but none of them screamed. One general spoke slowly. "They think we are weak." A scientist replied, "They don't know us." While the aliens waited, watching Earth from afar, they expected chaos. They expected cities to burn themselves. They expected humans to beg. But Earth did something strange. It went quiet. Satellites adjusted their positions. Signals were rerouted. Old systems woke up. New systems went dark. Humans did not reply immediately. The alien commander frowned. "Why are they silent?" he asked. Another alien answered, "Maybe they are afraid." But deep space sensors showed something else. Earth was not shutting down. It was organizing. Back on Earth, humans worked together faster than ever before. Language barriers did not matter. Borders did not matter. This was not a war between countries. This was survival. Scientists began decoding the alien signal. They noticed something important. The message was powerful but simple. The aliens were not careful. They believed humans could not understand it. That was their second mistake. Within hours, humans cracked the structure of the message. They learned how it was sent. They learned how to send one back. Some leaders wanted to stay silent. Others wanted to attack. But one human voice stood out. Calm. Steady. "If they think we are weak," the voice said, "let them hear us speak." The reply was prepared. No threats. No fear. Just words. As the message traveled back through space, the alien commander watched Earth closely. He expected begging. Instead, a human voice filled the command chamber. Clear. Calm. "You have reached the wrong planet." The aliens froze. The words were simple, but the tone was not weak. It was not angry. It was confident. The human voice continued. "We are aware of your presence. We understand your message, and we are not afraid." Silence filled the alien ship. No planet had ever answered like this before. The alien commander slowly leaned forward. His confidence cracked for the first time in centuries. "These creatures," he whispered, "they do not sound weak. On Earth, people watched the skies with new eyes. Fear was there, yes, but something else was stronger. Defiance. Humanity had been tested many times by nature, by war, by itself. This threat from the stars was just another challenge. And humans never stopped answering challenges. Far above Earth, the alien ship drifted silently. The commander stared at the blue planet. They were supposed to submit, he said, but instead, humanity had answered. And this was only the beginning. The alien command ship floated near the edge of a dark nebula, watching Earth from a safe distance. The human reply still echoed inside the minds of the alien leaders. It was not the words that disturbed them. It was the confidence behind them. No fear. No confusión. Just calm defiance. This was not normal. The alien council gathered in silence. A massive hologram of Earth rotated in the air. Blue oceans. Green land. Endless movement. The commander crossed his arms slowly. They are pretending, he said. No species speaks like that unless it is hiding fear. To prove this, the aliens began a full scan of Earth. They searched human history. What they found made them laugh. Endless wars. Broken treaties. Cities destroyed by their own kind. Primitive weapons. Short lifespans. Emotional decisions. The aliens shared these images among themselves. Look at them, one officer said. They fight each other for land and ideas. They are unstable. Another added, a divided species cannot stand against us. The council agreed. Humans were dangerous only to themselves. The alien commander decided to test them. A new message was sent to Earth. This one was longer, more insulting. It listed human failures, their wars, their mistakes, their near extinctions. You destroy yourselves, the message said. Surrender now, and we may allow you to exist. On Earth, the message spread quickly. People watched the broadcast in homes, streets, and military bases. The images hurt because they were true. Humanity had made many mistakes. The aliens were not wrong, but they were incomplete. In underground labs and command centers, humans did not argue. They did not shout. They studied. One scientist pointed at the alien transmission. They are watching our past, she said, not our present. Another replied, and they don't understand our future. While the aliens believed humans were weak because they fought each other, humans understood something else. Every war had taught them how to adapt. Every failure had made them smarter. Every loss had made them harder to break. The aliens waited for another fearful response. They got none. Instead, Earth changed its rhythm. Old satellites were moved into new positions. Retired defense systems came back online. Civilian technology was quietly linked with military networks. Humans did not show their strength. They hid it. Alien sensors detected activity, but it made no sense. The data was chaotic. Signals overlapped. Energy readings contradicted each other. It looked like human technology was breaking. The alien commander smiled again. They are collapsing, he said, but one alien analyst hesitated. Commander, their systems are not failing. They are learning. That word felt strange. Learning. Humans were not trying to match alien power. They were studying it, breaking it apart, understanding how it worked. In one secure room on Earth, a group of engineers replayed the alien message again and again. They noticed small delays, tiny signal shifts, patterns the aliens did not bother to hide. They think we are too stupid to notice, one engineer said quietly. Within days, humans began sending small signals into space. Not messages, echoes, reflections, tests. The aliens detected them and ignored them. Another mistake. Those signals were teaching humans how alien communication worked, how fast it traveled, how it could be altered. The alien council grew impatient. Send the deadline, the commander ordered. Fear will break them. A final warning was transmitted. You have 72 Earth hours. Then we will demonstrate our power. On Earth, people did not panic. They prepared. Factories worked through the night. Scientists slept beside their machines. Soldiers trained without knowing who the enemy was. Civilians were not told everything, but they felt it. The world was holding its breath. Humans did not believe they would win, but they believed something else. They believed they would not kneel. As the countdown began, the alien commander watched Earth one last time. He expected chaos in the final hours. Instead, the planet looked calm. Too calm. "This species is strange," he muttered. He did not yet understand the truth. Humans were not afraid because they had already accepted the worst. And when humans accept the worst, they become dangerous. The alien ship did not announce its arrival. One moment, Earth's sky was normal. The next, something massive appeared above the planet, silent and impossible. It did not burn through the atmosphere. It did not crash. It simply was hanging in orbit like a dark thought no one wanted to have. People across the world stopped what they were doing. Cars halted on roads. Planes changed direction. Millions looked up at the same sky and felt the same cold pressure in their chest. This was no message. This was presence. Inside the alien vessel, the commander watched Earth through layers of shifting light. The countdown had ended. Humans had not surrendered. They had not begged. They had not fired. That irritated him. "Open a direct channel," he ordered. "Let them see who stands above them." A single beam of light reached down toward Earth, stopping high above a major city. It did not touch the ground. It did not destroy anything. But every screen on the planet came alive at the same time. The alien face appeared, tall, sharp, ancient. "You were warned," the commander said. "Now you will learn." On Earth, leaders gathered in emergency rooms across continents. Some wanted to strike. Some wanted to hide. One voice cut through the noise. "Stay calm," the human representative said. "They want fear." The alien ship fired. Not a weapon, a demonstration. Energy washed over the city below the beam. Lights died. Power grids failed. Buildings stood untouched, but everything went dark. Millions were plunged into silence in the middle of the day. No fire. No bodies. Just helplessness. The alien commander smiled. "Consider this mercy," he said. "Next time we erase." He expected screams. He expected surrender. Instead, Earth responded with something unexpected. Applause. In the dark city, people began clapping. Slow at first, then louder. Not because they were brave, but because they were alive. The city still stood. The aliens had shown restraint. Humans noticed that. In military centers, analysts leaned forward. "They could have destroyed the city," one said. "But they didn't." Another added, "They're testing us." The human representative spoke again, voice steady. "You came all this way to scare us," he said. "Is that all your power can do?" The alien commander's smile faded. "You misunderstand," he replied. "This was nothing." "Then you misunderstood us," the human said. "We don't surrender to threats. We respond to actions." Silence followed. Behind the scenes, humans moved fast. Sensors locked onto the alien ship. Not to target it, but to study it. The ship's shield ripples were visible now. Its energy cycles. Its timing. The alien vessel had revealed itself. That was dangerous. The commander noticed small changes in Earth signals. Tiny adjustments. Too organized. "What are they doing?" he asked. "Analyzing us," an officer replied, uncertainty creeping into his voice. The alien commander laughed, but it sounded forced. "They are insects," he said. "Insects do not analyze storms. But storms also do not think." On Earth, power slowly returned to the dark city. Lights flickered back on. People cheered, not in relief but in defiance. The human representative delivered the final words of the exchange. "You wanted to show strength," he said. "Thank you." "For what?" the alien commander asked. "For showing us where to look." The transmission cut. The alien ship remained in orbit, confident it had proven dominance. It had not realized something important. For the first time, humanity had seen the enemy. And once humans see a problem clearly, they start learning how to solve it. The alien fleet believed Earth was cornered. From their perspective, Everything was going according to plan. The human world was quiet. No weapons fired into space. No desperate signals. Just silence and small movements that meant nothing to an advanced empire. That silence was a lie. Deep beneath mountains, oceans, and cities, humanity was awake. In hidden facilities, human scientists stood before screens filled with alien symbols. The strange language that once looked impossible was now familiar. Patterns had been found. Rules were understood. What the aliens used for centuries, humans had started learning in days. Not by copying blindly, by breaking it apart. A young engineer pointed at a rotating model of the alien ship. "Their shield isn't constant," she said. "It breathes." The room went still. "That means it has rhythm," another scientist replied. "And rhythm can be disrupted." This was not magic. This was not luck. This was what humans did best. They studied problems until fear turned into knowledge. Above Earth, the alien commander watched strange signals bounce back from the planet. Weak, disorganized, almost childish. "They are trying to understand us," an officer said. The commander laughed. "Let them try." To show control, the aliens deployed a single scout ship. Small, fast, untouchable. It moved toward Earth's orbit like a warning finger. "This should remind them who is superior," the commander said. On Earth, alarms did not sound. Instead, one human ship powered up. It was not large. It was not impressive. No shining weapons. No loud engines. Just a simple vessel rising quietly from the atmosphere. The aliens were confused. "Where is the rest of their fleet?" an officer asked. "There is no fleet," the commander said. "This is desperation." The human ship stopped at a safe distance from the alien scout. No attack, no message, just waiting. Then something strange happened. The alien scout sensors began to glitch. Data delayed. Readings overlapped. Its own systems echoed back at it. "Commander," an officer said slowly, "they are not attacking." "Then what are they doing?" "They are listening." The human ship was not a weapon. It was a mirror. Humans were reflecting alien signals back at the scout, slightly changed, testing reactions, measuring responses, learning limits. The alien scout pulled back, suddenly cautious. "This should not be possible," the commander muttered. On Earth, quiet smiles spread through control rooms. Humanity had done something important. They had touched alien technology, and it did not break them. The human representative opened a channel. "This is a demonstration," the human voice said, "not an attack." The alien commander felt anger rise. "You dare demonstrate to us?" "Yes," the human replied calmly, "because now we understand you a little better." The alien fleet shifted position. Weapons charged. Fear flickered not on Earth but in space. The commander stared at the blue planet again. For the first time, he questioned his own belief. Maybe humans were not hiding weakness. Maybe they were hiding strength. And maybe sending that first message had been a mistake. The first shot did not come from Earth. That fact would later change how the galaxy remembered this war. High above the planet, the alien fleet realigned. Sleek ships moved into perfect formation, blocking starlight like a closing fist. The commander had lost patience. Humans were learning too fast. Curiosity had turned into confidence, and confidence was dangerous. "End this," he ordered. A pulse of energy tore through space. Not toward cities, not toward oceans, toward Earth's defenses. Satellites vanished in flashes of light. Communication relays went silent. To the aliens, this was mercy. Kill the eyes and the body would surrender. On Earth, screens went dark. Then new ones lit up. Old systems, forgotten, abandoned, ignored, came alive. Backup networks built during past human wars activated. Fiber lines, ground stations, analog controls. Humans had learned long ago that advanced systems fail first. "Switch to legacy grid," a commander said calmly. The alien fleet expected chaos. Instead, Earth adapted. Human ships launched. Not all at once, not loudly, not in formation. They rose in small groups from different locations using different technologies, different paths. No single pattern. No central command. "This is inefficient," an alien officer said. The commander watched carefully. "No," he said slowly. "This is unpredictable." The first human ship was destroyed instantly. Clean hit. No escape. On Earth, no one celebrated. No one panicked. They adjusted. The second ship dodged differently. The third used debris as cover. The fourth shut down its engine mid-flight, disappearing from sensors. Alien weapons were powerful, but they were built to fight empires. Humans fought like survivors. In space, the battlefield became messy. Signals crossed. Debris filled the void. Alien targeting systems struggled to keep up. "Why don't they retreat?" an officer asked. "Because they can't," the commander replied. "And they know it." Human pilots did not shout. They did not boast. They followed simple rules. Protect the planet, protect each other, keep learning. Every loss taught them something. Every hit revealed a weakness. When a human missile finally struck an alien ship, the bridge went silent. It wasn't a powerful weapon. It was accurate. The damaged alien vessel spun, systems failing. "That should not have penetrated," an officer whispered. But it had. On Earth, a quiet cheer spread through command rooms. Not joy, hope. The alien commander clenched his hands. "These creatures should be broken by now," he said. "They are not afraid of death." "No," an officer replied softly. "They are afraid of losing." The battle dragged on. Alien ships fell slower than human ones, but they fell. And every fall shocked the fleet more than the last. Humans were not winning, but they were not losing either. And in war, that moment, when victory is uncertain, is the most dangerous of all. The alien commander stared at the chaos around Earth. For the first time, he understood. This war was not supposed to exist. And now, it might not end the way he planned. The fighting slowed, not because either side was finished, but because both sides were thinking. Wreckage drifted between the stars. Human ships and alien vessels floated side by side, broken in silence. Earth still stood. That alone was something the alien empire had never seen before. The alien commander watched the battlefield with tired eyes. His fleet was stronger, larger, older. Yet something was wrong. Every hour, the humans became harder to predict. "They should have collapsed," he said quietly. "Any other species would have." An advisor answered, "Humans are not like the others." For the first time, the alien commander asked a question no conqueror ever liked to ask. Why? To find the answer, he ordered a deep analysis of human behavior. Not weapons. Not technology. History. What they discovered was disturbing. Humans had faced extinction many times. Ice ages. Plagues. World wars. Near self-destruction. Again and again they came close to the edge and stepped back. Not because they were peaceful, but because they refused to end. The aliens learned that humans did not fight for glory. They fought for survival, for family, for ideas, for a future they could not even see yet. "That makes them unstable," one officer said. "No," the commander replied slowly. "That makes them unstoppable." A channel opened from Earth. The human representative appeared, face tired but steady. "You have seen what we are willing to lose," the human said. "Now you should understand why we don't surrender." The alien commander studied the human closely. There was no hatred in his eyes. No pride. Just resolve. "You are damaged," the commander said. "Your history is pain." "Yes," the human replied. "And it taught us everything." The human showed images not as threats but as lessons. Cities rebuilt after ruin. Enemies turned into allies. Children born after wars that were meant to end everything. "We survive," the human said. "Not because we are strong, but because we adapt." Silence filled the alien bridge. For the first time, the alien empire saw a species that did not measure strength the same way. The commander lowered his head slightly. "We did not understand you," he admitted. "You are not weak," the human answered. "You just met us too early." The alien fleet pulled back its weapons. "We offer peace," the commander said. "Not out of mercy, out of respect." On Earth, leaders listened carefully. This was the moment history would remember. The human representative paused, then spoke. "Peace is possible," he said, "but not from fear." The alien commander waited. "Peace," the human continued, "on our terms." The words were calm, but they carried weight. The alien commander nodded once. In that moment, the galaxy changed, because humanity had proven something rare. They did not need to conquer to win. They only needed to refuse to break. The galaxy did not hear about the war right away. That silence was intentional. Alien fleets moved through known space, not in victory, but in warning. Systems that once feared the Empire noticed something strange. The conquerors were no longer boasting. They were careful, quiet, almost cautious. At the center of the Alien Council, a message was prepared. It was not sent to Earth. It was sent to everyone else. "Do not threaten the blue planet," the message said. "Do not test it. Do not mistake it." The council chambers were filled with unease. This had never happened before. The empire that erased worlds was now advising restraint. Someone asked the question no one wanted to voice. What did the humans do? The answer was simple. They endured. On Earth, there were no celebrations, no monuments in space, no songs about victory. Cities repaired damage. Families mourned the lost. Life moved forward because that was what humans always did. The alien commander visited the edge of human space one last time. His fleet stayed back. He came alone. "You could have chased us," he said to the human representative. "You didn't." "We weren't trying to rule," the human replied. "We were trying to live." The commander studied Earth again. A noisy planet, a divided planet, a stubborn planet. "And if the galaxy comes again?" he asked. The human answer was quiet. "Then we'll answer again." Across the stars, the story spread. Not as a legend of human power, but as a lesson. Humanity was not the strongest. Humanity was not the oldest. But humanity did something terrifying. They picked up the call. They did not scream. They did not beg. They answered. And the galaxy learned something important that day. Some numbers. You never dial twice. Long after the alien fleets withdrew, the signal remained. It was not a threat. It was not a warning. It was a mark. Hidden deep in Earth's communication networks, scientists discovered it weeks later. A small distortion in space-time, stable and silent. The aliens had left something behind, not as a weapon, but as a record. A beacon. In the wider galaxy, that beacon meant only one thing. Contact had been made. Civilizations that had watched from the shadows now turned their attention toward Earth. Traders, observers, refugees from fallen systems, species that had learned to hide when the Empire ruled. They all asked the same question. Are the humans real? Some did not believe the stories. A young species, divided, loud, emotional, standing against an ancient empire and surviving? It sounded impossible. So they watched. They saw humans rebuild satellites instead of building statues. They saw humans argue, disagree, and still cooperate when it mattered. They saw a species that never pretended to be perfect. That scared them more than weapons. One small alien vessel finally crossed into the outer edge of human space. No guns. No shields raised. Just a request. "We seek permission to speak." On Earth, the response was delayed. Not from fear. From habit.
Humans discussa.
Debated. Questioned motives. History had taught them caution. At last, a reply was sent. "You may approach." Slowly. The meeting did not happen in space. Humans insisted on neutral ground. A station built from old metal and new ideas, still rough around the edges. When the alien delegation arrived, they expected dominance. They found coffee. They found tired faces. Engineers with oil on their hands. Soldiers without weapons. Scientists arguing over translations. "This is humanity?" one alien whispered. "Yes," the human guide replied. "This is us on a normal day." The aliens spoke of the empire, of worlds that had never recovered, of species erased for being quiet. Why did you fight back? They asked. You knew you might lose. A human answered simply, because if we didn't, we would already be gone. The answer spread faster than any signal. Across the galaxy, something shifted. Small civilizations stopped hiding. Old alliances broke free. The Empire's shadow weakened not by force but by example. Earth did not become a ruler. It became a reference point. When new threats appeared, the question was no longer, who is strongest? It became, how would the humans respond? And somewhere in the dark between stars, an ancient system logged a final update to the record. Species, humanity, classification. Do not provoke. Reason, they answer. The wrong number had been dialed. The right lesson had been learned.